Welcome back to another banger fish video. You guys are about to learn how to make millions of dollars like I did, as you guys can see. So watch until the end of the video if you guys want to learn, and make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell for banger fish content. Like the video because our like goal is going to be 75 likes, you guys. So you know what, if we hit 75 likes, I'm going to be giving away the ×2 XP Game Pass, which is this one right here. Probably the best Game Pass in the entire game. I'll give it away if we hit 75 likes. And also join the Discord server if you guys ever need help with anything, because we do have a whole fish community in there and we have a lot more. So go click the link down below right now, as that's where I host a lot of my, actually that's where I host all of my giveaways, and you'll be notified for my live streams and videos, so you guys can be the first ones to watch. And yeah, you guys, let's get straight into this full guide on how to make millions of dollars easily in fish. So first, I want to talk about what rod to use. A huge recommendation that I'm going to have is an end game rod. So I'm not really going to recommend the Trident rod in my opinion. It's still a good rod to use, but if you do have this rod, I recommend you at least try to go for a better rod in the future, such as the Heavens rod, or the rod of the Exalted one, or even one of the level rods. If you're level 1000, which is max, you can always use the Seraphic rod. This rod is overpowered, and all you're going to want to do is put the Abyssal or the Quantum enchantment. If you don't know how to get these enchantments, all you need is this bad boy, the Exalted Relic. This gives you some pretty exclusive enchants that are really good, and in my opinion, the best one is Quantum, because any caught fish you have are going to have a 25% chance to be subspace, and this is going to give you a ×5 payout on the fish. So for an example, if I catch a Megalodon with this thing, and it just so happens to be the subspace, and 25% is a really high percentage, by the way. You're going to have a lot of fish that are going to be caught with this ability. If I sell that fish, it's going to be worth 5 times what the regular price is. But there is another rod that I'm going to recommend you guys, and it's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be the Auroric rod, and this rod right here is going to be crazy for making money. And the only way to get this thing is from sunken chest, which do spawn in every server, and you do have a chance of getting the rod. Now, the stats on this thing are pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. This thing looks like a regular mid-game rod. It's really nothing special. I mean, this might even be worse than a mid-game rod. But the ability on this thing for making money is insane. It has an 100% chance to apply a mutation, and these are the mutations right here. And these are going to make you so much money, you guys. You have an 100% chance, which means that's always going to be mutated. You can get ×2, ×3, ×4, ×5, and ×6, you guys. That is wow. And here are some of the enchants right here. ×5, ×4 for this enchant right here. And there's the Aurora enchant as well, which is one of the highest enchants at 6.5 times. And there's a 15% chance of getting this enchantment. So in my opinion, this is one of the best rods for getting money. However, the big drawback is that it's not a really good rod for catching rare fish. Rare fish will make you a lot of money as well. So in a situation like this, you're gonna have to pick your poison. Do you want a less than 100% chance of getting an enchant, but you get a 25% of getting a subspace, but you also get more expensive fish as well, because you're gonna be catching a lot more mythicals and legendaries and exotics using a endgame rod like Seraphic? Or do you want to use the Aurora rod, which is really hard to get, by the way? If you have this rod, I mean, you can use it, obviously. It's just really hard to get. Really low chance of getting from sunken ships. But if you do get this rod, you're going to be guaranteed mutations, and they're going to make you a lot more money. However, the stats on it are not really good, and also you're going to have to deal with not getting really good fish either. So comment down below what side you guys are on. Are you guys going for the endgame rod method, or are you guys going for the Auroric rod method? Comment down below. I'm really curious. But now let's talk about what is the best grinding spot for actually making the money. For this video, I'm gonna actually say that it is not gonna be the Kraken pool. Now, it could be. If you have the Kraken pool, you can obviously go and grind in there, because there are really good fish in there. However, I'm gonna also make this video for people that haven't unlocked it. So if you haven't unlocked the Kraken pool, I'm gonna give you guys another really good spot. But if you have, you should definitely grind there. However, this is going to be up to you guys, and I'm going to explain why. The other big spot for grinding is going to be the Atlantean Storm. Now, if you guys don't know where this is, it is easy to access for anybody, and it is right by the Grand Reef. Now, the reason why this spot could be the best for grinding for money is because there is not as many fish. Look at this. There's only 8 fish. And the chances of getting the mythical and the legendary, you get these a lot more than the other fish if you have a good rod like the seraphic rod or the heavens rod or any really good endgame rod with a good luck rate. But also, of course, to catch the fish easily, you do need some other stuff on it. You just need a rod with overall good stats is what I'm trying to say here. If you want to consistently catch the good fish at the Atlantean Storm. So if you do have the Auroric rod, you're gonna not be able to really get rare fish as much because your luck is lower and basically all your stats are lower. So even if you do find a rare fish, your chances of catching it might drop a lot because of the stats. However, you are probably gonna catch lower tier fish anyways, but make ×5, ×6 the profit on it. So you can still easily go for that method. So the reason why this is the best spot for grinding, especially with an endgame rod, I mean, look at this. We already got a legendary fish on our first try. Now, with the subspace enchantment, we're going to get a really high chance. 25% is a high chance of getting a mythical or legendary with ×5 the profits, which is just absolutely insane. And topping it off with the huge bar that we have here, you're going to be making some good money in this game. No problem with this method. Millions of dollars, in fact. Now, of course, you can use the exact same method at the Atlantean Storm. And check this out. We just got a mythical subspace, you guys. This mythical fish that we're about to catch, we can sell for ×5 the profit, which is just absolutely insane. Because as you guys can see, that 25% subspace enchant is working here. Boom, look at that. A subspace void angler. That is incredible. And again, you can do this at the Kraken pool. And even at the Kraken pool, it really is good. But if you haven't unlocked it, this could also be the best spot for grinding for not just money, but experience as well. Because of how easy it is to get the rare fish here if you have a good endgame rod. So yeah, you could see we already caught a fish with the subspace enchant, and it was a mythical of all things. And you see how easy it is for us to find mythicals and stuff here? As long as you have a good endgame rod, you're gonna find a lot of mythicals and legendaries. So that is why I am recommending this spot for your money grinding. It is a great location, and you should honestly be grinding here. Even if you want experience, this is your spot. Look at this. Now we just got a legendary fish with that subspace enchant. I mean, dude, if that isn't just incredible, I don't know what is. That is awesome. That is good luck as well, by the way. So that's why, again, I recommend that good endgame rod. A couple of good examples. Even the no life rod is pretty good, but the seraphic rod is my favorite rod in the game right now. And even the heavens rod, you guys. The heavens rod is a great grinding. It's what I used for a long time before I got the seraphic rod. But you can definitely use the no life rod because of its really high luck. Although the lure speed, I mean, you could kind of tell we're getting a lot of rare fish here, but the lure speed on this is basically as high as it can be. I mean, 95%, and we instantly find legendaries and mythical. So even if your luck isn't the highest, in my opinion, you can still just constantly get the mythicals and the legendaries because there's only 2 of them. And all the other fish are doggy doo-doo, and you barely find those rare fish. I mean, look at this. Look at this. If this isn't the best money grinding spot, I don't know what is. That with how much you're catching fish, you're bound to get subspace ones. I already caught 2 subspaces in the last like few minutes. So that should be saying a lot to you guys. But yeah, this is by far the best spot for grinding money in the entire game, and the game just broke. How awesome is that? But you know what, you guys? I actually just want to prove a point of how good this spot is. We're just going to sell all of our fish right now. I want to show you guys how much money we made in like 5 minutes, because this is the best grinding spot, no doubt about it. So yeah, while we're going back, I'm just going to say it again. Make sure you have a good high-end rod with the subspace enchant, which again you use from the Exalted Relic. And then you grind at the Atlantean Storm, which is right at the Grand Reef. Look at this. We caught a subspace legendary, a subspace mythical, and we just caught the mythicals and legendaries too. So I want to see how much this subspace void angler is gonna sell for. Let's see right now. We're gonna sell it individually so you can see how much money we made. We're gonna sell this straight off the bat. $19,000 from that alone. Let's sell the subspace legendary as well. We made $8,000 from that, which is all good. But even the regular void angler is gonna make you like $3,000. And this is after a few minutes of grinding, you guys. Literally in a few minutes, we made like $30,000 from this. So that is proof that you're gonna make millions of dollars. If you grind here for like literally a decent amount of time, even 30 minutes, you're gonna make a lot of money. And that was me grinding for like 5 minutes just for the video. So that really says a lot. So yeah, if you're looking for the best spot in the game to make money, it's probably gonna be the Atlantean storm, you guys. So if you enjoyed, subscribe and hit that bell right now, and let me know down below if this video helped you guys out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Stay blessed, you guys. Peace.